Good evening, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. It shows what can happen when you live to be 77 years old, which I am. It's my great honor to introduce Mark Colodny, Managing Director of Warburg Pincus, as a recipient of the Foreign Policy Association Medal. Mark and I met about a decade ago, soon before he became co-founder and later chairman of the Business Advisory Council for ProPublica. As you just heard, we're a nonprofit, internet-based investigative reporting organization. Mark since has become a key member of ProPublica's board of directors, where his peers have voted him to serve on 3 of their 4 standing committees, which also shows he can't resist work. I knew of him earlier because he was a well-known expert in investing in media, particularly digital media. And I had spent, when you add it all up, 40 years in legacy media, the last 16 as the top editor of the Wall Street Journal. Mark was famous as one of those rare creatures, a business journalist, in his case at Fortune, who left writing about business to become a dramatically successful practitioner of the field, in his case of finance. The first thing to know about Mark is that he is brilliant, but with that relaxed, easy, even shy brilliance that doesn't proclaim that he is the smartest person in the room. Just so you know, he has 3 degrees from Harvard, the college, the business school, and the law school, 2 of them magna cum laude, and he's a member of Phi Beta Kappa. You know, this is an august room with many brilliant people, much smarter than I in the room, but if I were a recruiter from Mensa, I think I would start with Mark. Second, he's gone well beyond media. For the past 7 years, he's been the global head of the technology, media, and telecommunications practice at Warburg Pincus and a member of its executive management group. He oversees the firm's investments in 30 US-based technology-enabled businesses in internet, mobile, software, payments, technology-enabled services, cybersecurity, education technology, and financial technology. There'll be a test on this at the end of the dinner, with a total carrying value of about $7 billion. Third, he gets around. He plays a senior role in more than 10 technology companies in China, India, Indonesia, and Europe, in which Warburg Pincus has investments. They include a mobile on-demand transportation service in Jakarta, another outfit known as the Craigslist of India, I can't pronounce its name, and the auto trader of India, known as Car Trade, I can't pronounce that. His team of 50 technology professionals worldwide is among the largest anywhere. Fourth, Mark doesn't rest on his laurels. He has more recently added to his portfolio the position of co-head of Warburg's healthcare practice. Fifth, he doesn't talk just to the top executives of the firms where he's monitoring investments. He, pick your cliche, does due diligence, kicks the tires, gets down on the weeds, gets his hands dirty. Recently, according to a friend, he spent all day at a portfolio company that was starting to ponder a sale, a major event for the company and its investors. Apparently, it emerged from the day's talks that the company's managers were good at running the company, but not so good at articulating why the firm might be a good buy for someone. So Mark spent hours coaching the executives on what their company's strongest points were and made them much more comfortable. I saw this speed and depth of insight the first time I had a conversation with Mark about, of course, ProPublica. It was instantly clear that Mark still cared deeply about the role of journalism in society in helping sustain democracy, and that the nonprofit approach that we embraced at ProPublica is one, though certainly not the only viable and promising pathway. Indeed, besides ProPublica, he's become a supporter of the City and Frontline. Unlike many others with business background, he didn't believe the for-profit approach was the only one that promised success. Mark's "don't be afraid to get your hands dirty" style has served him well in another important aspect of his life. Despite his moving into his early 50s, or perhaps because of it, He and his wife recently have produced their first 2 children, who are currently below the age of 3. His friends say he swears he has mastered the challenge of changing diapers. Now, how often he uses that skill, we need some investigative reporting to find out. Another friend says that his rise has been so dynamic that he has some people on the team that had a hand in bringing him to the firm back in 2001. This friend asked one of these people whether he felt any frustration about that. "Absolutely not," she quotes this man as saying. "He's made me so rich, I love working for him." Ladies and gentlemen, for his contributions to economic and business growth, for his eagerness to contribute to the public good, for his readiness to mentor others, please welcome Mark Colodny as he receives his Foreign Policy Association medal.